Hello students. Now in previous video we have seen the examples on Euclidean algorithm, how to express them as a linear combination of two different integers, also how to find the GCD between two integers. Now in this video let us see some remarks on that. So let me write remarks. Now some remarks are about the Euclidean algorithm, some are actually, these are the remarks of what linear combination of the GCD into integers, maximum remarks on that one. So the first remark is that the converse of the linear combination theorem. Linear combination theorem means what? Suppose A and B, if G is the GCD of A and B, then there exist some integers x and y such that this G can be written as AX plus BY. This is GCD can be expressed as a linear combination of two different integers. That's why I am telling it as a linear combination theorem. So the converse of a linear combination theorem, converse of linear combination theorem is not true. Now what does the converse? That is, we can say that is for a given non-zero integers A and B, if there exists an integers x and y such that G is equal to AX plus BY, then may or may not be that G will be a GCD of A and B. Means while G can be written as a linear combination of two integers for two integers A and B, but not necessary it will be a GCD. Now for this we can take an example. Suppose, as we know, 8 can be written as 2 into 2 plus 4 into 1. So let me give this. Suppose this is my A, this is X, this is B, and this is Y. If we compare with this part, fine. So A and B are what? 2 and 4. But I can say here, this is for your understanding, I have written, but I can say, but the GCD of 2 and 4 is, it is what? 4. The greatest common divisor of them. Sorry, the greatest common divisor of them is 2. Of 2 as well as of 4. It is not equal to 8. So, while 8 can be written as such, but 8 is not a GCD of them. Fine. Now, the second remark is that if G is the GCD of non-zero integers, GCD of non-zero integers A1, A2 and so on up to AN, then there exists an integers x1, x2 and so on up to xn such that a1x1 plus a2x2 plus so on up to anxn. This is what? A generalization of that theorem. If that is true for two integers, then it must be true for n integers. Fine. Now the third one, by the theorem of linear combination for GCD by the theorem of linear combination for GCD. If G is a GCD of A and B, then G is a least positive value. G is a least positive value of Ax plus By. Xy belongs to what? Z. Ax plus By, xy belongs to Z. Now fourth one, for a given, for G is the least positive value, already it is the divisors are less than that whom A as well as B, either they are equal or less than that, and it will be, if this is the least value which can be expressed as the linear combination of these one. Now the fourth one is that for given non-zero integers, A and B, if there exists xy belongs to Z such that Ax plus By equal to 1, suppose 1 is equal to this one, Ax plus By, then the GCD of A and B is what? 1. Now let us try to prove this. Now the proof of this fourth one, let us try to prove this. We will prove it. If now, as we say, the converse is not true, but this is if here A and B are non-zero and it can be written as 1, then here we are saying the GCD of A and B is 1, but it is not for other, as we have given the example in first remark. So try to prove this. Now proof of this one, fourth one. Suppose we will assume the GCD of A and B is suppose D, okay, and what is with us? Ax plus By is equal to what? 1. This is with us. Call it as equation number 1. It is what? Given. This is given to us. Fine. Now, if GCD of A and B is D, so what does this say? This says D divides A and D also divides B. And D also divides B. So, D divides A. So, this implies A is equal to dk1, fine, and D divides B, or let me write here this k1 belongs to what? Integer. Also D divides B, so this says B is equal to dk2, where k2 also belongs to what? Z. This is by definition of what? Divisibility. By definition of divisibility. Fine. Now A is equal to dk1, B is equal to dk2. Let us substitute them here. So from 1, what does it say? A is equal to dk2. So it will become dk1x plus B is equal to dk2. So dk2y is equal to what? 1. Fine. Now let us take d common here into k1x plus k2y is equal to what? 1. Now as we know, x and y are integers, k1 k2 are integers, so this product is also an integer. So let me say d into k is equal to 1, as k1x plus k2y is what? K belongs to Z. Fine. So this says D divides 1. Fine. We know we have one property of divisibility, that A divides B. This says A is less equal B. Fine. Similar thing I am using here. From this one I can say here D is less equal what? 1. This is a reason for it. Fine. Now this says I can say here by property of divisibility. Fine. So now this, what does this say? D less equal 1. So D is either 1 or D is strictly less than 1. But D is what? A GCD of A and B. So by definition of GCD we know D is greater equal 1. So D is less equal 1, D is greater equal 1. So both of them, therefore from these two things we can say D is equal to 1. And D is equal to 1 means what? GCD of A and B, that is GCD of A and B is what? 1. What we have been assumed? This is our given one. Fine. Using that one we have been proved this. Fine. Now the next remark is the fifth one is what? For any positive integer m, for any positive integer m, this am b into m, GCD of am into bm. M is any positive integer. If we multiply that positive integer by a as well as by or to b, then this is same as m times the GCD of a and b. Now let us try to prove this one also. Now as we know, just we have seen one remark that if G is the GCD of A and B, then G is what? Least positive value of AX plus BY. XY belongs to Z. So I can say proof here, proof we are seeing by which remark is that? By, I can say here by third remark. By third remark, what can we say? This A into M, comma B into M, GCD of this is what? A least positive value, is a least positive value of what? A mx plus b my such that x comma y belongs to z. Fine. And that is same as if we take m common from these, these are what? Such a additive terms are in this set. So if I take m common from each one, I can say it is m times least positive value of ax plus by such that x comma y belongs to z. Fine. That is same as m times a comma b, because this is nothing but equivalent to GCD of a and as well as b. This is the proof of this. Now the next remark is D divides A and D divides B and D is strictly positive. Then the GCD of A upon D and B upon D is 1 upon D times the GCD of A and B. As we have proved this one, similarly you can prove this one also. And here in particular if GCD of A and B is equal to G, then GCD of A by G and B by G should be what? 1. This is also you can remember. If we divide by that GCD to these integers, then the GCD will be 1. Now the next remark is that seventh one you can say, if the GCD of A and M equal to GCD of B and M equal to 1, then the GCD of AB and M is also what? 1. GCD of AB and M is also 1. Now let us prove this. proof of this. So given to us, what is given to us? This AM is equal to what? 1. GCD of A and M is 1. So this says there exists x1 y1 belongs to Z such that AX1 plus MY1 equal to 1. Call it as equation number 1. And BM, GCD of BM is also 1. So this says there exists x2 y2 belongs to Z such that bx2 plus my2 equal to 1. Call it as equation number 2. Fine. Now this 1 can be written as ax1 equal to 1 minus my1. Call it as equation number 3. Fine. And 2 can be written as bx2. I want a, b. So I am keeping a and b on one side so that I can take a product of them. Product of these terms. I want to take product of them. So 1 minus here my2. I am keeping the terms containing a and b on one side. Fine. So fourth. Now I will take a product of this. I must say multiply 3 and 4. 3 and 4. Fine. Multiplying these one, left hand side will become AB x1 x2. Okay. And the right hand side is what? 1 minus my1 into 1 minus my2. So this is nothing but 1 minus my1 minus my2 plus m square y1 y2. Product of these two brackets is this. Fine. Now this can be written as, now let me take these all terms on these 3 terms on left hand side. So it will be AB into, let me write x1 x2. Purposely I am writing as such, I want AB here. Fine. So this will be plus, at a time let us take m common from them so that we can get second term will be m. So m will be common and other terms remains in a bracket. Now this negative terms will become positive, positive term will become negative on left hand side. Fine. So m times what is here? y1 plus y2, clearly y1 plus y2, and here m y1 y2 with negative sign. M y1 y2, that is equal to what? 1. So if again you know all these are integers, so this is also 1, these are also integers, and that is a linear combination of AB and M, and that is equal to 1. So what does this say? This says AB, GCD of AB and M is also what? 1. Now the next remark is that which one? I think 8. If A divides BC and GCD of A and C is 1, then A divides B. Fine? A divides B. So proof of this, given that A divides BC. So this says BC is equal to AK for some K belongs to Z. Also AC is equal to 1. Therefore, by existence theorem or a linear combination theorem, we can say AX plus CY is equal to 1, where X comma Y belongs to what? Z. Existence theorem or linear combination theorem. Call it as equation number 2, and let us, this will be suppose equation number 1. Fine. Now Now here BC is equal to AK. So let us multiply this equation by B. Therefore ABX plus BCY is equal to what? B. Fine. Purposely I am doing this. So as I get a BC term here, I can replace this AK here and we can take A common. Fine. Here I can say here this 2 implies this. Now this is same as ABX plus AKY is equal to what? B. Fine. Here we have multiplied by B. B is also what? An integer. Now here this is from 1. I can say from 1 to this. Fine. Now we can take A common here. A will be common. So BX plus KY is equal to B. That is same as A into, suppose K dash is equal to B, where K dash is equal to what? BX plus KY. It belongs to whom? Z. So this says A divides B. This says A divides B. So these are all the remarks about the linear combination theorem. Now in next video we will see further part. We will again revise the relatively prime definition. Now we have seen it is for 2 integers. We will see it for more than 2 integers. The general definition. Also we will see the relatively prime pairs. How can we say that with some proper examples, and later on we will go for the least common multiple, what is common multiple, and some theorems on it. Thank you.